Ed Wierzbick visits with the celebrated mime and mask maker, Larry Hunt.
If you look closely, you'll see more than just ancient relics with a vacant stare. When placed in the proper hands, the mask turns into magic.
I find a lot of Larry's technique is to reach in and touch that element of us that we're not aware of.
Really blows the kids away. They just love watching this. Larry has a lot of him in every mask, and every mask has a part of them and him. They kind of integrate. He becomes the mask.
Although he's used to getting loads of praise and lots of earnest questions, go ahead and call Larry Hunt of Bethlehem two-faced, and he'd find it nothing short of a compliment. In fact, this man of 1,000 faces is best recognized as one of the leading mask artists on the planet.
Well, did you know that we're not the only mask makers in the world? People all over the world have been making and performing with masks as far back as people can remember.
But don't ever expect to see a textbook, especially when Larry talks to kids. Instead, with the zeal of Clark Kent when the world's in a panic, our masked superhero transforms himself instantly into dozens of originally conceived characters.
Masks seem to cross barriers, cross age lines and social lines and all lines, because people can subject so much information onto the masks. They talk about the fourth wall in regular theater. There's an invisible wall between the stage and the audience, and in my medium it's just totally justified and practically necessary to break it all the time.
What began as a straightforward career as a stage actor, Larry's interest in movement, mime, and a desire to create his own material eventually led to his first contact with the art of the mask.
And I've been wanting to create my own material for a long time. I just didn't know how to do it, and I'd been dabbling with writing plays or scenes, and with the masks, it just opened doors of perception. I just made a literal decision if I was going to stay in theater, which is a tough business anyway, and if I wanted to be an artist, and I hadn't considered myself an artist up to that point, masks were a way to go. And I got clay, I started teaching myself how to sculpt, and I started researching masks, and I've been doing that for the last 23 years.
The result is his long-running one-man company he simply calls Mask, featuring dozens of ensemble players. Over the years, he's developed a repertoire of unique plays and performance pieces in which his characters appear, stories geared for a range of audiences and ages, including this recent production of Animan at the Essex Elementary School.
He doesn't just perform for children. He gets behind the art itself, and he tells some of the artist's secrets.
And that tape is covering a little piece of wood that I attached on the inside of my mask. So all I have to do, actually, is just grab that tape and piece of wood with my teeth. This style of mask is logically called a bite mask. Ow. Delicious, too. Very good.
I love the way he pushes the limits. When he was a lemur, he was pushing the envelope. And adults have problems with that sometimes, but the children love it. They love to see an adult use their imagination like that, because they think we've all lost it in some way or another.
Not unlike the mask-influenced characters created by Chaplin, Jim Carrey, and even Robin Williams, Larry's craft has likewise been motivated by more than just getting a laugh. Larry shapes his characters by investigating and drawing from cultures with deep mask traditions. Add to that a background in the puppetry arts he acquired at UConn's famed program, and the results are like nothing you've ever seen. Perhaps the most unappreciated and misunderstood disciplines of the theater arts Masks date back to our earliest roots, playing a vital role in our intellectual development and belief system.